Hi everyone. We are going to share the risk factors on non-hypercholesterolemia among Malaysians. The title of this paper is Risk Factors on Non-Hypercholesterolemia among Malaysians. The research objective is the aim is to examine the odds ratios of modifiable and non-modifiable risk factors of non-hypercholesterolemia among individuals in Malaysia. The methodology will be referring to the quantitative based on a cross-sectional study. Location will be all states in Malaysia. Data source will be based on the 4th National Health and Mobility Survey. The research variable will consist of the independent variables as well as the dependent variables, and the statistical model will be referring to the binary logistic regression model. This is the definition for the abbreviations. NCDs will stand for terminology of non-communicable diseases. Secondly, MRFS will be referring to the modifiable risk factors, and it is defined as a behavioral risk factor that can be reduced or controlled by intervention, thereby reducing the probability of the disease. And lastly will be the non-MRFS, will be the non-modifiable risk factors, and these are the factors referred to the characteristic they obtain by each individual, inclusive, for example, age, sex, and genetic. The independent variables for this study will consist of body mass index, physical inactivity, drinking status, smoking status, plus the inadequate fruit and vegetable consumption. To move on, the independent variables will be consist of the age, marital status, occupation, household income, education level, residential area, plus the race and gender. Alright, so the conclusion of the findings for this study would be, for modifiable risk factors, we have found out significant predictors will include physically inactive respondents, and also the respondents with inadequate fruit and vegetable consumptions, and all drinkers, current smokers, underweight and overweight respondents. And these modifiable risk factors are statistically significant predictors for non-hypercholesterolemia. On the other hand, the obese respondents were less likely to be non-hypercholesterolemia. Right. To move on, when we look into the non-modifiable risk factors, it is identified that respondents with all education levels, private employees, household income earners for this range, other Bumiputra and others, females are found to be more likely to be known hypercholesterolemia. On the other hand, married respondents, widows, Chinese respondents, homemakers, retiree, all age groups were less likely to be known non-hypercholesterolemia. Conclusion of the findings, it is suggested the implementation of prevention program by the government should tackle specific modifiable risk factors to address the prevalence issues on non-hypercholesterolemia among Malaysians. About the acknowledgement, we would like to thank the General Director of the Ministry of Health in Malaysia for his permission to use the data from the 4th National Health and Mobility Survey and to publish this paper. Thank you, everyone.